What's going on, guys? Nameless here, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, I want to talk to you guys about what happened at the MLG AW Open event and kind of the things that went down in our matches and what we can improve on and our overall placement and how the tournament ran. So basically, we went to the tournament with high hopes. We practiced very rigorously before the tournament. We anticipated placing within the top three. However, I mean, when the first tournament for a game comes out, because, you know, when a new title comes out, you have to learn everything really quickly, and we always have a tournament within the first 3 weeks. So we went to the tournament, we're not sure what we were going to expect from the other teams. We did a lot of research, but a lot of teams weren't really, you know, streaming. So there will be a change coming into the next few events. However, going into this event, we started with the 5th seed. So we were in Pool D. The teams in our pool were Aware, Strictly Business, and Carnage, and then the open bracket team which came out, which was DT. I'll get into that a little bit later. But in every single one of our pool play matches against the teams that were originally seeded, we went to Game 5. We ended up winning or getting second in our pool. We went 3-1, and it was very stressful going to Game 5 every single match. You know, the Game 5 Search and Destroy can go anywhere, especially in this game. Being that we only had 3 weeks to practice, we didn't really get to practice all the Search and Destroy as much as we could have wanted. We like to be flawless in every game type, but it wasn't really. We didn't have enough time to practice all the Search and Destroy. I mean, that's not an excuse. It's just a fact of how it was. But going to this next event, we're going to be practicing our Search and Destroy, you know, very heavily. That and our hard point. Our hard point was going to, you know, the last hill, every single hill, and that's not the way you want to play your hard points. You want to establish a lead early in the game, so later in the game you're not playing catch up and having to fight the scrap time. You're going to be able to, you know, rotate and get control. And yeah, so that was pretty much the story of the whole tournament, honestly. Our CTF and uplink was very, very strong. We focused on that a lot before the event because when we first got the game, we were very, very strong at hardpoint, and our CTF and uplink wasn't that good. So we actually kind of, you know, curve focus to CTF and uplink, and towards closer to the event, we weren't, you know, as strong in the hardpoint. We actually fell behind the meta. So we're gonna have to find a common balance in our practice time when we play other teams when it comes to hardpoint and you know, all the other game types. But you know, being uplink the first time we've ever played it before in any competitive Call of Duty title, we wanted to you know, polish our uplink skills, and we actually practiced that the most. And we went undefeated in uplink. I think, no, actually we lost one uplink, and that was Top to Gaming. But other than that, I mean, our record in uplink was about 6-1. So that is actually very, very good. Our hardpoint was our worst game type at this event. But yeah, so basically, if you get what I'm saying, we need to practice, you know, all the game types equally, and, you know, distribute the time to keep up with the meta of all the game types. But going into the bracket play, we actually, first match we had to play was Denial. That was for top 6. We ended up beating them 3-2 in one of the craziest comebacks I've ever had at a tournament. We went down 0-2. We lost the first 2 maps. The hardpoint by about 20 points, and the Search and Destroy we lost 6-5. So we really had to regroup. I took a bathroom break, and, you know, I just looked in the mirror. I was like, all right, guys, we got this. I was just like trying to get everybody focused, and then we went into the CTF. We ended up winning that in overtime. It was a crazy match. And then we went into the uplink, which we were very good at this weekend. We won that by a pretty big margin. And then into the Search and Destroy, where we ended up winning 6-5. Probably the most, you know, nerve-wracking Search and Destroy I've ever played. So many clutch situations and things, you know, that it just went our way. It was just like we got very lucky in that last search, which is the story always of, you know, round 11, game 5 Search and Destroys, and it went our way that time. So that was really awesome. But going into the next match, we played Sunday. We played versus Optic Gaming. It was around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. We got a lot of practice time in the beginning of the day of that tournament, and we just went into the match. I don't know what happened. We lost the first map by about 5 points. Yeah, we lost 227 to 222, and it was Biolab hardpoint. And we really thought we were going to win that map, and, you know, it really just didn't go our way. And then we went into the recovery Search and Destroy. We lost 6-3, I believe, so that was a convincing victory by them. They played very, very well in the search. They showed us a few things that we didn't know about, a few strategies that we hadn't seen before, and they ended up taking a big lead early. We let Crim6 do a couple things. I think he 1v3'd one time that we shouldn't. You know, we got to just get better at those kind of situations. And it's just tough because we haven't had enough time really to get. Boy, all the teams haven't had enough time to get into those situations on the map. It's just continuously playing, so now it's just going to be a grind. to get in as many situations as you can. That way you're familiar with them when you get to land, so you're not unfamiliar with what you can do with certain bomb sites and whatnot. But anyways, we went to the uplink after that, which was our only uplink loss of the whole tournament. Optic is a very, very talented team, so when you're going against them and they get a 2-0 lead on you or any kind of confidence and momentum going, it's going to be very, very tough to stop that. So they ended up beating us in that by a couple points. We were leading going into the half, and then we kind of fell apart for a few minutes, and a few minutes can cost you a map. So we ended up losing them, and then we played TK, and it was sort of the same story. Morals were down, and we just couldn't bounce back. But that's another thing we're going to have to work on. But we had a team talk at the end of the tournament, and our practice has become much more serious now. It's going to be more rigorous. We've been playing 2 series each night. We're now going to bump that up to 3 series, and we're going to go ahead and practice all game types. So we're going to play our 3 series of Respawn, obviously, every night. And then whenever we have time, we're going to do wagers at night so we can polish, search, and destroy. So we have a healthy balance between all the game types. So we're prepared for UMG Orlando coming up, by the way, which is in 1 month. And yeah, so that's pretty much what went wrong and what we need to work on and improve. I thank you guys for supporting me and the team going into this event. And even though we placed 5th, you guys have been amazing, so I thank you guys for the support. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and tomorrow will be a gameplay that I got in the Money 8s earlier. I think you guys will enjoy it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace.